Apex allows traders to pass in one day. It sounds good. It is good. You just need to know how to do it. And most importantly, how to put the odds in your favor. The biggest mistake I see people do is choosing the wrong account size to do this. The account size you choose determines how long you'll survive. And the crazy part is, most are choosing the wrong one. People testing all sizes, trying 25K, 50K, 100K, even 150K accounts, and somehow they keep coming back to the same conclusion. In this video, I'll tell you which one is it, why, and everything you need to know to pass the challenge in one day. Before we start, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss the next guide I'm preparing. All right, let's get straight into it. Why account size matters more than you think. When you go on any prop firm website, it looks like a buffet. You see different account sizes, and you instantly think the bigger the better. But the truth is, account size is not just about how much you can make. It's also about how much you can lose before they kick you out. Let's make it simple. On Apex, a 50K account usually has a profit target of around 3K and a drawdown limit of about 2.5K. A 100K account doubles the target to 6K, but the drawdown doesn't double. And a 150K account triples the target to 9K, but again, the drawdown barely increases. So what happens? The bigger the account, the worse the ratio between how much you need to make and how much room you have to lose. That's why experienced traders keep coming back to 50K accounts. They're cheaper, easier to pass, and have a more forgiving profit to drawdown ratio. Now, of course, each trader has a different style. But if you're looking for a smart balance between risk and reward, the 50K is where the math just starts working in your favor. Why the 50K account is the sweet spot. Think about it like this. To pass a 50K evaluation, you need to make 3K profit without losing more than 2.5K. That's about 6% up, with a 5% cushion below. It gives you just enough breathing room to manage risk without constantly worrying about hitting the trailing drawdown. Now compare that to a 100K account. The profit target doubles, but your drawdown doesn't. You're expected to make twice the money with only a little more room to lose. The higher you go, the worse the ratio gets. And that's before we even mention the contract limits. People expect that bigger accounts will let them trade double or triple the number of contracts, but that's not the case. From 50K to 150K, the maximum contracts only increase slightly. You're not getting a lot more power for the higher cost. So, when you put all of this together, the 50K account becomes the most balanced option. It's cost-effective, flexible, and gives enough room for proper risk management. That's why so many traders who experiment with every account size end up building their real system around the 50K account. If you want to support my work, use the link that I put in the pinned comment and promo code LFT. You'll get up to 90% off on Apex prices. And if you're liking this video, make sure to subscribe too. Picking the right data provider. Let's talk about something that people overlook completely, the data provider. Different firms give different options like Rhythmic, Tradiovate, or Wealth Charts. What I see is that most serious traders use Rhythmic. The reason is simple. It's slightly cheaper, it's fast, and it works smoothly on a PC. If you're on a Mac, or if you like trading from your phone, Tradiovate might make sense because it's more mobile-friendly. And Wealth Charts is newer, so some traders are still testing it out. The key idea is this: pick the one that matches your setup, not just what someone else is using. You don't want your trading to lag or glitch just because your data feed is slow. Every tick matters when you're managing risk. How Apex payouts really work. Here's where most traders get confused. They see a firm advertising 100% payout up to 25K and 90% after that, and assume that means only your first payout gets the full amount. That's not true. When it says 25K per account, it literally means per account. So if you have multiple 50K accounts, you can receive 100% of the first 25K profit on each one. If you have 20 accounts, that's $500,000 before the 90-10 split even starts. After that, you still keep 90%, which is more than fair. So the first thing to understand is this rule applies to each account individually, not across your total profile. Understanding the 30% consistency rule. Now, let's talk about the famous consistency rule that scares so many traders away. Apex and many other firms have this rule to make sure traders aren't just lucky once and done. It's simple. No single trading day can be more than 30% of your total profit. Here's an example that makes it clear. If a trader has made 10K in total, no single day can be more than 3K of that total. If one day is 4K and all the others are smaller, that's above the limit. What happens then? You don't lose your account. You just don't get your payout yet. You keep trading until your total profit grows, and that one big day becomes less than 30% of your total. That's what they call showing consistency. So if you have one big winning day, don't panic. Just keep trading, add more profit, and the ratio will fix itself. It's not a punishment. It's a way to make sure payouts go to traders who are consistent and disciplined. Passing the evaluation, it's not as hard as you think. Let's face it, the word evaluation sounds intimidating. But when you look at the real numbers, it's not as scary as people make it out to be. Apex has one of the highest pass rates in the industry. Around half the people who try actually pass. That means if you're strategic, your odds are solid. The best part is they have a one-day pass rule. If you hit your profit target in a single day, you're done. You don't have to wait multiple days or hit some minimum trading period before moving on. That's why some traders wait for high volatility days like FOMC or CPI releases. They'll open two accounts, one going long, the other going short, hoping one of them wins big. Now, is that smart long-term? Probably not. It's risky, and it only works at the evaluation phase. In a real funded account, that kind of approach would never get a payout. But it shows one important idea. When volatility spikes, opportunity spikes too. If you're prepared, you can use that volatility to your advantage without gambling. The main takeaway here is that passing the eval isn't about luck. It's about preparation, risk control, and knowing exactly when to strike. Building the 10K buffer. Now let's get into the part that separates the long-term traders from the ones who never make it past the first payout. A 50K account has a trailing drawdown of about 2.5K. That's not a lot of room to operate. If your system has a natural drawdown of even 5%, you're constantly dancing on the edge. That's why smart traders focus on building a 10K buffer first. That means they grow their 50K account up to 60K before they start trading their normal strategy. It's like building a safety net. Once you have that cushion, small losses don't hurt, variance doesn't scare you, and you can trade more freely. There are two main ways traders do this. The first is the conservative route. They trade micro contracts, small size, slow progress. It takes time, but it's steady. The second is the fast route. They go on only their best setups, the A+ ones. They sit on their hands for hours waiting for that perfect trade, but when it comes, they size up and execute hard. It's like playing poker. You don't bet every hand. You wait for pocket aces, and when you get them, you push the chips in. Of course, even pocket aces can lose. That's variance. But if you catch 4 or 5 strong setups in a row, that 10K buffer becomes reality fast. The role of variance and patience. Variance is just randomness in the short term. Even the best traders lose sometimes. What matters is how you handle it. When variance hits, most people panic. They think their system is broken. They change everything, and they spiral into mistakes. The smart ones understand that variance is part of the game. They trade smaller when a market feels choppy. They protect capital, and they wait for their next edge. That's why the buffer matters so much. It lets you trade through the bad days without emotion. And when your setup comes back, you're ready to strike again. Building that buffer is like building armor. It doesn't make you invincible, but it makes you hard to destroy. How to actually use all of this? If you've been watching carefully, you can already see how all of these pieces connect. Start with the right account size. Choose the right data provider. Understand how payouts and consistency work. Use your evaluation phase to master your system, not to gamble. Then build your 10K buffer. It's a simple framework, but it's powerful when you commit to it. And if you're planning to get started or scale up, Apex is one of the best places to do it. When you use the link that I put in the pinned comment and promo code LFT, you'll get up to 90% off on their prices. It also supports this channel and helps me keep creating these guides for you. And while you're there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos breaking down prop firm trading, payout strategies, and risk management every week. Wrapping up, let's recap quickly. The 50K account gives you the best balance between opportunity and safety. It's not too small to grow and not too big to blow up fast. Its profit target, drawdown limit, and cost make it the most efficient option for traders who want to build long-term success. Always understand how the payout rules work before you go live. Be consistent, trade with discipline, and if you ever feel like the rules are confusing, read them twice before placing a trade. Build your 10K buffer before switching to your main strategy. That cushion is what lets you survive the rough patches and trade with real confidence. And finally, remember, prop firm trading isn't about rushing to a payout. It's about building a system that can survive long enough to produce one. If you want to start your own funded journey or scale up, check out Apex using the link in the pinned comment. Use promo code LFT to get up to 90% off and help support the channel at the same time. Stay patient, stay consistent, and stay focused. The traders who last are the ones who build strong foundations, not the ones who chase quick wins. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.